Hello, welcome to another S.H.Figuarts review. This is Injustice Superman, and he was expensive as well. Tamashii Web exclusive in Japan only, so even though I live in Hong Kong, I still had to, get this at a pretty pricey price. And between this and the Peach Energy Kamen Rider figure, my figure budget was gone because I was getting some Lego as well. So that goes my figure budget from my YouTube pay anyway. Because not all the money goes to toys. I need to give stuff for my family as well. So yeah, Justice version Superman right down the back. It's Tamashii premium item, hence the cardboard box. And that's Superman. He does not come with the laser eyes attached to his body in the box because I've already opened this one. Just do a quick look at it on my way home. And swap on the heads. So it's actually the normal head right there. Just swap these two, but same. S.H.Figuarts is a new standard figure series that incorporates the badass action figure art under the theme, pursuing character expression through humanoid action. And yes, Injustice Superman. I was actually playing Injustice last night. Well, last night when filming this. So, yep, standard this cloud mist thing going on, very pixelated, printer style, fog, just like in the game. Got Superman, this weird filtered look here, and monocolored look, dual colored look, I should say, and him in different poses there. This pose is the same as that one, just that one's filtered. Here's him looking annoyed. Superman on top there, information on the bottom, and just like all the Injustice box arts, just a few boring squares to round it up, really. Yeah, just now, even though this is a premium Bandai item, it has a window on it. It has a actually really nice red card underneath, and of course underneath that card, per usual, is your instruction sheet. If you want to take a close look at the instruction sheet and photos of the box art and also a photo shoot of the figure, please feel free to head over to the Twitter link or the Facebook link in the video description below. Here's a quick look at the instruction manual in this video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously there's not a lot going on here because there's not a lot going on with Superman as a figure. There he is. Top actually goes down quite a bit because it's got double trays. And just get that right. So the bottom tray is his cape, just like the Batman cape. It's just a little white box there. So I'm just going to open this up. Very dark crimson red cape and no Superman logo on the back. And look, he can stand on his own. Hooray! So just like the Batman cape is made out of 3 different pieces on little hinges. Actually, it's kind of similar to the Baron, Kamen Rider Baron cape. And it's smooth on the inside, but on the outside it feels a bit matte and rough. It's feels kind of weird. Like, it's not furry, but it might as well be furry. It's got a weird texture going on with it. Like it's dusty, but it's not. I think that's to do with the way they've sprayed. They must have sprayed they sprayed like a dark finish on the cape to give it some sort of texture. It's a weird feeling. It's not a bad feeling, it's just weird. The top tray itself. Let's get this off. Cast off, And there's Superman. There was a plastic sheet behind between the back of his body and the bit of a cape that's already attached to him. So apart from the fist hands are already on him, he only has a pair of relaxed hands. And he's got 3 heads. He's got laser eye heads, normal annoyed head. Doesn't even have a happy face. I mean, it's Superman, and face. So yeah, no happy face. Only 2 extra hands. Like, if I do want Superman to pick anything up, he can't. He doesn't have any item holding hands. And boy, and the die-cast metal on this figure is the Superman logo on his chest, which, well, you might think that's nice, it's kind of boring. Like, I would have preferred him to have die-cast feet so he can stand better. Let's talk articulation. Double board joints there, up and down there. So down, up, sideways, sideways, and full rotation here. Shoulder pads here attached to the actual shoulder, not the arm, so they go up and down just a little bit. There's actually a little board peg whoops. See, there's a little peg there attached to a little ball attached to the piece. So let me just stick that back in. So sort of a double ball joint as well for the shoulder pads. Cape. These capes are attached to a little swiveling arm and also backwards as well. And the main cape also goes up and down. Same with this piece can also go up and down to accommodate the cape. And shoulder, a little ball socket thing. Also an inner shoulder joint so the arms can pop out so he can fold his arms. And rotation there. So you got only a tiny bit rotation here. Double elbow joint, but it's quite limited because of his big muscles. And there's on a little swivel and socket joint. Oh please. Ball socket. So up, down, sideways, sideways. Notice that the cape's actually too heavy for him. I'm Superman, but on this cape. Leg goes down just a little bit. Again, too much muscles, you can't really notice it, but it is going down a little bit. It's standard, sort of like the same joint that's coming out of Double and Sailor Moons and all that. Bit of a swivel here again, very bulky, so it's kind of limited. And this hip piece here is a solid piece of plastic, so there's no give there. You can move his legs all the way up that far, but it's very tight. Double knee joint. Foot goes up, down, sideways. Toe goes 90 degrees. Ouch. And there's actually some texture at the bottom of his boot. What kind of pose is this? S.H.Figuarts Superman is it's pretty smooth body and pretty shiny boots. The overall smooth texture of this suit is pretty good to mess around with. I don't quite get why the die cast is on the chest. That makes him top heavy and it's kind of annoying. But it does have some perks of balancing him with the cape if you're trying to make the cape flow backwards. So it balances some weight there. The rest of the figure is done pretty well. I mean, the overall figure itself is pretty decent. However, I still prefer more of a yellow belt thing going on Superman just to cut the suit up. They do have the red thing going to cut the suit up, so that's okay. It's definitely better than the Man of Steel suit. So we got that going on. And the entire build of the figure is pretty solid overall. Downsides to the actual figure is the actual hand joints and the ball pegs for the head. Far too tight. I'm constantly worrying when I'm removing hands that I might snap the joints, just like I snapped Kamen Rider Wizard's crappy Figuarts joints. But popping the hands back on seems fine. The head, on the other hand, popping them off is okay, but pushing it back on takes far more effort than it should. So the headboard joint is pretty tight. The cape is similar to Batman's cape or Tuxedo Mask cape. Very hard plastic, there's no give whatsoever. I really think they should have gone with Darth Vader style cape where it's soft rubber plastic. Not cloth, but at least it still has some give. There is zero give on this cape. So I'm looking at this, I'm looking at my Figma 4, and I'm thinking maybe at some point I want the cape to move a bit more. I'll take the cape from 4 and see if it fits on this figure just for a while and then put it back on 4 once I'm done. Accessory wise, this thing is abysmal. This is terrible. We have a flying character and we don't even get a stage act. Like, I wasn't expecting at least give us something, you know? Like, you got 2 hands and 2 extra faces. He doesn't even come with an extra head with a smile expression. I know this is Insurgent Superman, but if this is the only Superman Figuarts that you're gonna release, give us a happy Superman face. Or, you know, just for homage's sake, give us a Superman with a little twirl in his hair. But no, we only get 3 heads. The heads are fine, and the hands are fine, but we have no item holding hands. We just have a sort of grabby hand that's not quite relaxed hands. This is almost Agito territory. That's how bad it is in terms of accessory count. So here's the thing, if you're not going to give us any accessories because the Superman doesn't need stuff, give us a stage act to pose him in flying position. Give us a special effects part for the laser eyes or, you know, frost breath, anything. But no, it doesn't come with anything. And the price for him being Tamashii Web exclusive, obviously he's going to cost more when you get him in the shops and the aftermarkets, etc. But the way it's been priced in the shops means that the original price was also pretty high for a figure where you don't get much with. Which is a shame. This figure is a nice figure, but it's severely lacking in everything else which we know a Figuarts should come with. So in order to recommend this figure, I can't recommend it too much. Like, unless you're a really diehard Superman fan or really diehard Injustice fan in general, and you just have to have a Figuarts or this scale version of Superman, then try to get as cheap as you can, because while the figure itself is really nice, there's no actual, apart from the nitpicks of the joints being a bit too tight and the cape being hard, the figure, the body and the main body structure of the figure itself is pretty good, and it looks good, it plays good. It's just the price is not justified. And I really want to recommend this to Injustice and Superman fans, but like I said, I just can't. So you got to think really carefully if you're going to pick this up, and especially if you're going to be overseas, international, you're going to get this on eBay or something. The price margin is going to be far too high. This is one of those definitely going to be one of those premium price items on eBay. So think twice, think 3 times, think 10 times before you try and pick this up. I'm quite lucky I'm going to pick this up in Hong Kong and get a decent-ish price, but for everyone else, think a few times before you pick it up. Once you do get him, you will be happy with the figure. Just you open the box, oh, is that it? And this seems very empty, which is a huge shame. And I really think his boots as well should have been more die-cast than this chest piece. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day.